youth, pressure, and the industry that won't wait. In the shimmering world of K-pop, the lights are bright, the idols are flawless, and every dance step is polished to perfection. But behind the glittering stage lies a truth far more complex and, for some, deeply disturbing. In 2025, the K-pop world was shaken not by a scandal, not by a dating rumor, but by something far more controversial: children. Two major events lit a fire under fans and critics alike. One was an audition survival show called Under 15, launched by MBN and KiiiKiii Studio. The other was the debut of a new girl group from Starship Entertainment called KiiiKiii, featuring a member who was just 14 years old. This isn't just about one show or one group. This is a story about an industry's growing obsession with youth and the very real consequences that come with it. Let's start with Under 15. As the title suggests, the show features girls all under the age of 15. A global audition was held, and from over 70 countries, 59 contestants were selected. Some of them were as young as 8. Yes, 8. When the teaser trailers dropped, viewers were stunned. Young girls wearing full makeup, performing adult choreography, dressed in crop tops and mini skirts. This wasn't just another idol show. This was something that felt wrong. Social media exploded. Comments ranged from confusion to outrage. Why were literal children being styled like full-grown idols? Who was this show even for? It didn't take long for hashtags like cancel under 15, protect our children, and this is not okay to trend across platforms. But it wasn't just the public reacting. Child development experts, psychologists, and advocacy groups began to weigh in. Many argued that the show blurred the lines between opportunity and exploitation, that it wasn't just kids chasing their dreams, it was an entertainment machine marketing youth in a way that dangerously approached sexualization. In response to the backlash, the producers of Under 15 released statements defending the show. They said all participants had parental consent, that the filming schedules were safe, that the girls were supervised by guardians, and that the intention was to showcase talent, not to objectify anyone. But critics weren't satisfied, because consent doesn't always mean protection, especially when the people giving consent are parents who may be caught up in the glitz, the fame, or the fantasy of success. And then came KiiiKiii. While the debate over Under 15 was still burning, Starship Entertainment revealed their latest girl group, KiiiKiii, a 5-member team with high energy, a bright concept, and one very young member. KiiiKiii, at just 14 years old, was now officially a K-pop idol. To some, this wasn't surprising. After all, K-pop has a long history of debuting young idols. Taemin of SHINee was 14 when he debuted, Boa was 13, Jungkook was 15. Youth has always been part of the package. But something is different now. Fans are more informed. Mental health is no longer a taboo topic. The emotional toll of fame is no longer invisible. And so the question is being asked more loudly than ever before. Should we still be debuting children into one of the most high-pressure industries in the world? The idol life is not easy, not for anyone. But for teenagers, the stakes are even higher. At 14, most kids are still figuring out who they are. They're going through puberty, experiencing emotional swings, trying to pass math exams, not rehearsing 12 hours a day, monitoring their weight, staying up late to stream performances, or reading thousands of online comments, picking apart their appearance. And that's the reality for idols. Debuting at such a young age means growing up in the public eye. It means making mistakes and being punished for them in front of millions. It means living a curated life where every smile, every word, every tweet is managed. Some fans celebrated KiiiKii's debut, praising her talent and charisma. But others voiced concern. Not because she isn't good enough, but because she's too young for the burden that comes with the title idol. And let's not forget the other side of the industry, the audience. When young girls are styled and marketed in a way that appeals to adult fans, the line between performance and objectification becomes dangerously thin. This isn't just about one agency or one group. It's about an entire system that packages youth for mass consumption. What does that do to the performers? What does that say to the fans? And how far are we willing to go in the name of fame? Globally, the reaction has been intense. Western fans, in particular, have called for stricter regulations. Some want a legal minimum debut age. Others demand educational support, mental health services, and mandatory safeguards for child idols. In South Korea, the conversation is growing too. Some lawmakers have begun to speak up, journalists are writing more critically, and even some industry insiders are saying privately, at least, that things have gone too far. So where do we go from here? Should shows like Under 15 be canceled outright? Should companies stop debuting minors entirely? Should there be an international standard for entertainment involving children? The answers aren't simple. There are kids who genuinely dream of becoming idols, who love to dance, who love to sing, who have passion and talent and drive. But love for the stage doesn't mean the stage is always ready for them, or that the world is ready to protect them. As K-pop continues to expand worldwide, the industry is reaching a crossroads. It can either evolve to become more ethical, more supportive, and more sustainable, or it can continue down a path where youth is glamorized and exploited, all for the sake of profit. The choice belongs not just to the companies, but to the fans, to the media, and to all of us who consume this content. Because in the end, the question isn't whether young idols can succeed. The question is, should they have to? Thank you for listening. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.